It goes, I've been watching you. Stop it. Besides the paranormal, I'm known for making some really creepy, weird videos on the internet. And the one that went viral with over 35 million views total is
The Green Ribbon.
You may have seen it, you may have not, but maybe you did hear the story as a child. And if that's the case, you're on the right side of the internet, you morbid little soul. In this video, we're going to be deep diving into the truth behind my weird, disturbing, and spooky content. And one of them I actually filmed with the real life Annabelle doll. I'm not kidding. Kelcats, welcome back to my channel. And if you guys are new here, my name is Kelsi Davies and I'm a clairvoyant, meaning I see and speak to the dead. And behind me are my many haunted dolls, which we may be hearing from. We're all a little haunted here, so welcome home. Since you guys loved my last two videos like this is part 3, so please give this video a big thumbs up. I hope you're ready for this. The girl with the green ribbon. Now surely you've heard this tragic story. It's actually a short horror story that I would read as a child from the book called In a Dark, Dark Room. This was a story that I had my sister read to me over and over and over and over, which kind of explains a lot. Comment below if you can relate. So I decided to recreate it with my good friend Garrett Clayton. He's an amazing actor, singer, and fellow lover of all things spooky that go bump in the night. The funny thing is I had this audio saved for over a year and I just wanted to find the right way to like tell this story, and then me and Garrett, we planned a collab day and it just all worked out perfect.
Once there was a girl named Jenny. She was like all the other girls, except for one thing.
Those contacts.
She always wore a green.
So the ribbon, so Garrett had to sit there and tie it around my neck, but we couldn't do it too tight, otherwise I couldn't breathe. So we had to like try to tie it in a way that I could actually breathe, but make it look wrapped enough to where, yeah, if you know the story, you know, but there's a plot twist at the end and it had to look realistic.
Ribbon around her neck. There was a boy named Alfred in her class. Alfred liked Jenny, and Jenny liked Alfred. One day he asked her, "Why do you wear that ribbon all the time?" "I cannot tell you," said Jenny. But Alfred kept asking.
The way Garrett walks back and forth was so funny. He's the one who recommended doing that. And I was like, I don't know, just like pace in the background. He just did it all like, I love it. He goes all out for these videos. So I love him so much. Oh my gosh.
"Why do you wear it?" And Jenny would say, "It is not important." Jenny and Alfred grew up and fell in love.
I don't know why I had this outfit laying in a box in my pantry. And I was like, what can I use for like a wedding outfit? And I was like, oh my God, I actually bought something perfect for it. I don't know why I bought it. Sometimes I'll intuitively just buy things and I'm like, you know what? I feel like I'm gonna need this for something. And then I usually, like, it's usually perfect for whatever I need it for. So that's the psychic part that I'm like, I love that. Okay. Lola.
One day, they got married.
You'll see Lola in most of my videos in the background, if not all of them. I'm pretty sure I put her somewhere in the background. I always add little Easter eggs, so if you guys ever notice the Easter eggs, let me know.
After their wedding, Alfred said, "Now that we are married, you must tell me about the green ribbon." "You still must wait," said Jenny. "I will tell you when the right time comes."
Okay, so first off, there was an Easter egg. We both had one sock on. We decided that's our like ring for some reason. I don't know. I think we just wanted to see if you guys would notice it, and then we didn't have like a ring. So we were like, yeah, the one sock is like us being married. I don't know. That's that's the weird core part of it that we love. Garrett on this part, guys, I cannot. I was standing in the living room. I was doing my makeup. Garrett comes out and he's like, oh my God, I need gray hair. Do you have like dry shampoo? And I didn't have any at the time. So he goes to the pantry. He finds flour. He's like, can I use this flour? I was like, okay, yeah, whatever works. And I kid you not, he goes into the sink and he just puts flour all over his head and he walks up and he's like, I'm ready. It's all over his shoulders and everything.
Years passed.
It's like falling off.
Alfred and Jenny grew old.
I can't.
One day, Jenny became very sick. The doctor told her she was dying.
Like, you see the flour all over his shirt. He didn't even try to wipe it off. We have so much fun making these videos, so I'm just so glad that you guys enjoy them as much as we do.
Jenny called Alfred to her side. Alfred, she said, now I can tell you about the green ribbon.
Okay, I actually kind of slayed that makeup. Like, she looks old. And this filter, it always makes because my contacts irritate my eyes, so it makes my eyes like red. So for every video, you'll always see my eyes are kind of irritated, but it adds to that weird creepiness of it.
Untie it, and you will see why I could not tell you before. Slowly and carefully, Alfred untied the ribbon, and Jenny's head fell off.
Fun fact, that was my favorite part of the short stories, was when her head fell off. Like, I would want my mom or my sister to reread it to me over and over just so I can hear about her head falling off. Like, that's the kind of child I was. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. So I wanted to add more to the lore of the girl with the green ribbon, and this next video actually also includes her. I think Spirit is trying to tell me something because I cannot escape vampires this week. So of course this new storyline popped up into my life at the perfect time. This video is sponsored by Love and Deep Space. It's a super immersive 3D dating sim game, and it truly feels like you're stepping into another dimension. They just dropped a brand new event for Silas, and now he has a full vampire identity, Silver Wing Fiend. And let me tell you, they made him dangerously attractive. Don't tell Drew. He has this long silver hair, sharp features, and this mysterious, I definitely have a dark side, but you can still trust me with your life kind of energy. His whole look is very gothic romance, elegant, powerful, and a little otherworldly. In this storyline, you play a mage with summoning powers, and somehow you end up calling Silas straight into your world. Their dynamic is chaotic, magical, and honestly adorable. There's slow burn tension, dramatic energy pulls, and maybe even some blood fantasy sharing moments, but like in a very aesthetic cinematic way. You can unlock 2 limited lunar memory cards during the event to get Silas's new companion, identity, and appearance. The 3D animation is stunning, and the whole vibe feels like a dark fairy tale that you accidentally walked into. So if the universe has also been throwing vampire energy at you lately, then maybe this is your sign. Download Love and Deep Space and check out Silas's new event. It's magical, dramatic, darkly romantic, and a little haunting. Just how I like it. I decided to dive deeper into the lore of the girl with the green ribbon because it had me thinking, like, what did this woman do when she was alive to make money? You know what I mean? Because like her head could fall off potentially, so she had to be really, really careful in whatever she did. Maybe she was in sales? I don't know.
She's little Miss No Name. She's...
I love that shot. I love the way this shot turned out. This video didn't do as well as my other ones, but I am obsessed with this shot. My friend Kira helped me with it, so big shout out to Kira Gardner. Her dad actually makes the Chucky dolls for all the movies, which is really cool. Speaking of possessed dolls.
Lonesome and blue. She's longing for someone exactly like you. She has no one to talk with. She just sits and she stares.
The frog eye blink. I don't know why I can do that or why I've practiced that, but you know what? It worked.
She needs someone to hold her, someone who cares. Poor little Miss No Name, on her cheek there's a tear.
She's so cute with her little tear on her cheek. Stop it. Guys, I'm pausing these videos a lot because I'm trying to avoid copyright, just so you know. But if you guys want to watch the full things, they're all over my social media.
She's a sad little nobody.
And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I always have like a shadow figure walking in the background of most of my videos. So if you rewatch my videos, just pay attention to the little things that we add in.
'Cause there's nobody near, so won't somebody?
I love that shot too. Oh my gosh, I just love making these videos. As you guys can tell, they just give me so much joy. I love going to haunted locations and stuff, don't get me wrong, but my dream is to be an actress, and these videos just like fulfill parts of that for me. And I get to be creative and weird and spooky. All things.
What someone should do and take home little Miss No Name. Won't someone?
Won't you?
You'll find Little Miss No Name waiting for you at your toy store.
You know, she just killed the girl, right? Normal things. So in my uncanny weird ass brain, I decided her job was to help this possessed doll called Little Miss No Name find her next victims and manipulate these people into buying the doll. Normal 9 to 5, right? We also have some personal lore with Little Miss No Name, which brings us into our next video and my haunted dolls.
There is a shapeshifter.
Oh God, that's great. Yes, there is. There is one. I don't think she's one, but one of my other haunted dolls. Yes, that's very correct. So fun fact, I actually bought this haunted doll. We knew that she died in a fire, but she never gave me her name, so I just started nicknaming her Little Miss No Name. And there's this whole spiritual lore going on with her and the circus fire. If you guys want to check out the video, go check it out. Highly recommend it. It's actually crazy. But I was Googling Little Miss No Name because there was an unidentified victim of the fire that they nicknamed Little Miss 1565 because she didn't have a name. I came across this doll from 1965. Okay, I have like such a high pitch ringing in my ear. This is crazy.
I'm with my parents.
Oh, wait, what? Tell them I say hi. Happy holidays. Guys, synchronicity. I just realized 1565, but then that doll's from 1965. Okay, this lore keeps getting deeper. I cannot make this up. That's actually kind of crazy. Oh.
The vortex.
What?
It was dancing around the thing.
That was?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Hello.
Daughter.
Wait, that's crazy. Because like the parents couldn't find her and it said like I'm with my parents and then it goes daughter. Wait, I have chills right now. What is happening?
You ever wanted someone to take care of? Someone who needs lots of cuddling and affection? Someone you can give your love to?
He's so good at making that face, like that disturbing face. I love it.
Well, that someone is
It's Little Miss No Name. This is actually the audio from the real commercial of this little No Name doll, and the actual commercial is kind of creepy, not gonna lie.
She's the doll who needs more loving care than any doll you've ever had.
Ew.
Look, she has a tear on her cheek. Little Miss No Name is sad because she doesn't have a pretty dress.
I wanted to give her like a sadistic type of vibe to her. The actual dolls, it's kind of cute, but it's low-key a little bit. It's a little bit creepy. I want one really badly. So if anyone has one and they're selling it, please DM me, let me know. I want one very bad.
She doesn't have any shoes.
Y'all,
Keep talking.
Yes, we can keep talking. The feet. I used the doll's feet because y'all ain't getting a close-up of my feet for free. There's been a few times I've ended up on weird websites with my feet on there, like zoomed in. I'm not giving any more free feet, so you get Little Miss No Name's feet.
She doesn't even have a name, but she does have big brown eyes. Most of all, Little Miss No Name has a heart filled with love. Give her a kiss and hold her close.
4.
Take your comb and make...
It's always the eyes. It's always the weird looking eyes. They tell this story really
her
well.
hair look pretty. Little Miss No Name needs a home and all the love you can give her. You'll find Little Miss No Name standing in a snowstorm box at your toy store. Take her home with you today. You
I do love how that one turned out too. So a fun fact about the Little Miss No Name doll is they removed her from shelves because supposedly children were getting scared of her in the store. So she was supposed to be homeless and just in need of love because they had all the Barbie dolls out with like their mansions and everything like that, but they didn't have something to represent. You don't need mansions and luxury and a perfect body, you know, to like be somebody. And so I think they were trying, but it didn't quite like play out the right way. As a child, I 100% would have bought this doll. My mom always tells me how she'd be a little concerned for me because I would pick out the weirdest clothing or toys or just items that I wanted, and she'd be like, it'd be like the weirdest thing possible. But you know what? I've always been a little different.
I know what it's like to feel different.
Okay, I love this next video, but for copyright reasons, I'm gonna have to just kind of improvise the sound a little bit, so don't mind me. But first, I actually have a couple of questions for you guys watching this video right now. Are any of you artists? Do you like to draw? Also, do any of you like to journal or write down your manifestations or maybe write down dreams you have? And let me just say, one of the best ways to manifest is to write them down. Also, spirits sometimes like to communicate with us through dreams, so if you write out your dreams, you can really like decipher the symbolism or messages that spirits may be trying to give you. And if you answered yes to any of those questions, guys, we have sketchbooks now available. We also have notebooks and they have a hardcover, so your art is protected inside. You also have mine and Lola's energy right here on the book. Huge shout out to Lavender Seance for creating this amazing artwork. I love how thick the pages are. Oh my gosh, it's so cool and it's so surreal to be able to create things like this. Like if little Kelsi saw I was creating sketchbooks, I owned hundreds of sketchbooks growing up, and to have my very own is just, thank you guys so much for supporting me. I would not be here if it wasn't for you guys. If you want one, they are linked down below in the YouTube shop section. There's also kelsidavies.com if you guys want to go get them. And let me tell you, the notebooks sold out extremely quickly. We got them restocked, but these are selling very, very fast, so go get yours right now. And for the holidays, I'm doing special requests, so if you guys would like a signature or a doodle or maybe like a message for someone on the inside of your notebook or your sketchbook, let us know in the checkout in your order notes. I am an alien. My rocket ship is human bone and skin. I'm something smaller staring out the skull of a literal wire in Athens I don't understand. So in every one of them. So being human is intending to know what's going on. What's going on? Hello, fine. Thank you. I know that was so good. I knew every word.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So the story of this one is she's in an insane asylum, as you know, she has a straitjacket on, but she's actually like just really interconnected with different realms. And so she sees aliens, but she also sees ghosts. And you know, I believe aliens are here all the time, all around us, but they're at different vibrational frequencies. Same with spirits. It's like we're just not able to really tap into those different frequencies to connect or communicate with them, if that makes sense. I've had experiences with both, believe it or not. A lot of people have called me crazy, so you know what? There's me in a straitjacket. There you go. Hey, Grandma. Oh God, this one's... Sorry, I forgot to lock the door earlier. Are you still mad at me? Grandma. Grandma, are you okay? Ah, no, Grandma. No. Come get some of Grandma's milkies. I honestly don't know how I came up with that one. So that one I wrote and acted, obviously. I don't know where that came from. I think I just like the whole aspect of like comedy, but horror. But it's like, it's not comedy because it's so scary that you don't know whether to laugh, and then there's something just unhinged at the end that you don't expect. I don't know what vibe that is, but I do love adding things in the background. So I want to point a couple things out if you guys missed it. Hey, Grandma. I swear, I hope I don't look like that as an old lady. I hope I'm cute. Okay, pause. If you guys notice up above me, if you see Drew up there smiling, it actually turned out really creepy.
I've been watching you.
It goes, I've been watching you. Stop it. There was a hand behind my body, if you guys didn't see that. And then there is an alien behind me, because why not? We gotta add in the aliens. Yep, and that actually turned out really freaking creepy. Drew, what did you think of filming that one?
It was pretty terrifying. You guys get to see it on screen, but then I gotta see it in person.
Yeah, and he has to sleep next to that.
She does it too. She'll roll over and be like,
I do that to him like in the middle of the night and he gets really upset.
I'm supposed to be happy about that?
We see you, Opal.
Guys, if you haven't watched the original Opal, please watch it. This short has my entire heart and soul.
All your troubles are miles away. We see you, Opal.
It's really hard playing every character in some of these, so I love when I have my friends volunteer to come. Like Kira wanted to come be in one, Garrett wants to. My friend Exploring with Josh, if you guys know him, he's like, I want to be in one of your weird, like, uncanny skits. And I'm like, okay. So I love any volunteers.
In our eyes you'll stay.
I had Drew in a couple too. Drew's done like a couple things. Why are you?
Hi, football!
Hi, Opal! We just start playing off of it. Wait.
Hi, Opal! Hi, football!
Drew's in the corner, like crying. Come here.
I'm crying.
Hi, football!
You really should say that in your video.
Please don't Google a fupa.
Hi, Troopa!
Hi, Lupa! Okay, we're still going.
Hi, Troopa!
That's my girl.
Hi, Opal.
Hi, Opal. Drew's like peeing himself on the floor. Are you okay?
No!
Are you okay?
I'm sweaty.
Go on. You can do it.
Are you okay?
Hi, football!
When the grandpa's dancing on this part. He liked me as a grandpa. Oh my god. Guys, I'm pausing this a bunch because I'm trying to avoid copyright, but Drew is crawling out the door right now, like on his hands and knees. I'm glad he enjoys it.
What do we always say?
Don't mind the house across the street.
Opal. I think this video took me, how many hours? Oh my god, it probably took me like maybe 4 hours to film this thing because I had to do all the makeup, I had to like change into different outfits, I needed to take breaks. Yeah, thanks for all the love on this one though.
Not where your attention ought to be, Opal.
Gee, you're looking tired.
Bedtime, kiddo. Good night,
Good night,
Opal. I had to cut out some of the stuff from the original just because I needed to cram it all in. It turned out good. Like the music in this freaking short gets me because that song hits at the end. It just hits harder than anything else. I do want to do the end of Opal. I've done almost every scene of Opal. Maybe I'll do a compilation of you know, the whole thing, but the entire original short is 10 minutes long. It's really dark. It's kind of disturbing, but it's also like kind of comforting in a weird way. So big shout out to Jack Stauber, Opal. Yeah, it's all claymation and it's so good. Here's my little comparison there. Basically, it's about a girl who she needs to escape her reality by disassociating and creating like a completely different life for herself, because her whole family, they have all their own demons, and their own demons are kind of revealed throughout the short in like a musical, weird, uncanny way. It's amazing. I don't want to spoil it, but it's worth a watch. Ooh. I actually did this one for Hot Topic, which was really cool. They wanted me to create a very strange dreamcore-esque video.
There she is.
What is she? How did she get in here? Does she know?
Know what?
Does anyone recognize the house in the background? Anyone? Anyone? It's actually the real exorcism house in New York, and we did a whole paranormal investigation that night. It was 20 degrees outside. We were out there after doing a full-blown investigation where we got freaked out, had to leave the house, and then I was like, wait, I need to film this outside. Here's the aftermath.
Hello? Hello?
I love the tire swing.
Is that from Hot Topic? You are correct.
Sometimes it hurts.
That was me.
When you say my
I kind of ate, honestly. So I had Chris do the first part, and then I changed with her, and then I did the dancing part.
name.
Hey, we did so good.
Nice to see you again. Again? Now you owe me. Oh, you
We love the Tooth Fairy.
What?
Yeah, this was one I wanted it to make absolutely zero sense, but it worked. It kind of makes sense because it doesn't make sense. Speaking of the paranormal, I did a video with the real life Annabelle doll. We did a full-blown paranormal investigation inside of the Warrens Occult Museum with the real Annabelle and a bunch of different objects. And afterwards, I asked the owners if it would be okay if I dressed up as the Tooth Fairy character and did a skit in there. And they said yes. Now, I haven't really talked about this on YouTube, but my friend Dan Rivera, he did pass away while on tour with Annabelle.
I'm beside you.
Stop, Dan. I can't. I'm gonna cry. Okay. I was gonna say he was actually in the room with us when we were filming this skit and this Tooth Fairy video, and I remember like coming out of the bathroom and walking out, and he had a big smile on his face. He just loved it. He thought it was so fun. He was just excited for it, and he loved how the video turned out and everything. That's just a really cool, wholesome memory that I have with him. He was just so kind and caring, and I'm just so grateful to have called him a friend.
Tooth Fairy, I need your help.
With what?
Shout out to Chris Starr for doing this with me. Right now she's pregnant. She's about to have a baby. We'll be doing more paranormal investigations in the future once she's like, her baby's not just newborn, you know, and everything. So, aw, I do miss Chris Starr very much.
I haven't met my quota. Give me some of your teeth.
No, do you know how much debt I'm in?
No.
Well, I owe a lot. Go get your own.
I like this. With the crystal.
Okay, I'll help you. Have you ever thought of having me others?
I loved how that turned out with the crystal coming out of the hand. All practical. No AI,
I told
guys.
some kids they would become a tooth fairy if they brought me 15 teeth each. That didn't do it.
I mean, help from the other side. She's in there.
Like, they let me walk around like that in there with all these haunted objects. They're probably like, she's insane.
Annabelle?
Okay, so I did get some comments about how I touched her case. I barely touched it. I wrapped my hand like around the handle. You know, I wasn't like grabbing her case or anything like that. I was very respectful. Dan was right there. Dan was actually planning on opening the case for us that night, but we decided not to after Ed and Lorraine Warren came through and started warning us. Check out that video if you want to know more. So this is the aftermath. This is after she took Annabelle. It's so funny because I wanted a replica of the Annabelle doll. You are wise. Oh my God, I was gonna say I wanted a replica of the Annabelle doll and obviously wasn't gonna take the actual one. They said you are wise for doing that, yep. And this doll started moving on its own. We started experiencing weird things and I found out later that there is a spirit attached to this one named Liz. I love her helping hands in the background, but I always have Drew's helping hands for the Tooth Fairy. They're always doing things for her. They're like, it's like, you know, in Wednesday, she has it, or Thing. I think it's Thing. He does a bunch of things for her. So basically this is like her thing.
What do I do now?
Oh. And then it just comes out of her mouth, because that's normal.
I have Annabelle here. Is she supposed to do something?
I don't know. All I was told is to let her take care of it.
Well, how does she know what to take care of?
She just does.
The song playing in the background is actually a song I have not released yet called Teeth. Let me know if you guys want me to release it. I've been sitting on it for a while. I do want to make a whole music video and stuff, but yeah.
I'm in debt, and it's bad. If the Tooth Fairy Queen finds out how bad, it's over for me. I need teeth. A lot of them. What do you want in return?
That's like the weird, uncanny thing I like putting at the end. I love making these videos so much because I've always wanted to be an actress, and if I could book the lead role in a horror film, that would be like a dream come true. And you know what? If this video gets 10,000 likes or I hit 3.5 million subscribers, then I'm gonna make my very own short film and put it here on YouTube. Like, imagine a longer version of these videos, guys. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. A girl can dream, but thank you so much for watching. Remember, we're all a little haunted here, so welcome home. I'll see you in the next video.